Hey, Milky here, back again with another one. Today we have a really interesting deck which has kind of taken over the meta. To be honest, it's not the funnest meta that we've been in with MarvelSNAP so far, but it's something that I've worked with and something that I've been playing around with, and this deck has been insanely successful for us. So this deck was originally put together by DeraJN, who's a big theory crafter. He's an infinite guy who plays a lot on Twitch, and he put together this deck which is really revolved around countering a lot of the meta decks that are out there at the moment, countering your opponent's hand, providing some really strong early play lines for yourself, and then often kind of like climbing the ladder in like slow increments with getting a few cubes here and there. It's something that's just counters so many different things, and we played this version of the deck and it did so well for us. We also played a second version of this deck, which Deckster actually put together. He's over on YouTube. He makes a lot of content as well. He does Twitch as well. So we played both Dera's original version of the deck with Magneto, and then we also tried Deckster's version, which has Doom in place of Magneto, and both worked really well for us. So we played a bit of both, and we were able to get all the way to Infinite last night, and finally acquire Infinite for us this season. So a big shout out to both Dera and Dekkster for these versions of the deck. We're going to go ahead and jump into the deck now and take a look at the specific cards that are included. All right, as I said, this deck is really built around kind of like countering your opponent and really just doing lots of things that kind of frustrate or annoy them or just make the things that they have in hand way less valuable and potentially unplayable. So the deck's really built around having an early game, which is really strong. You can get some strong cards and strong plays out on the board early to kind of set yourself up to a place where you're going to do really well early on. So we've got cards, really strong cards in the game, like obviously Sunspot dropping down early on in the game, ideally. We've got Scorpion, and if your opponent's skipping early turns, Scorpion can be really negative for what they're trying to do and detrimental to their gameplay as well. We've got Armor, which is out there to counter a lot of the destroy decks at the moment, so it can be a point of frustration for them. It also just works well in certain locations, and you're able to play, potentially into Death's Domain or some sneaky plays as well. Armor works great for that. We've also got Lizard. Lizard comes in at 5 power. Great card to have because you're kind of having a bit of mind games with your opponent, but 5 power is a really good push on the board, especially for 2-drops. He kind of can slot into a lot of different turns as well. Then we've got Thor, and Thor's not definitely a core card in this deck, but I think he does really well in lots of circumstances because of the potential power that he has access to. And it's something that, your opponent's going to have to think about and play around. So Thor is a great option for us at 3-drop for sure. We then have Maximus. Maximus does 2 things in this deck which make him really good. He's a strong power push stat stick on the board at coming in at a 3 cost but 7 power, which is massive. But he also has a great synergy with Leech, where you make your opponent draw lots of their cards, have potentially a really full hand, and then you leech all of the cards in their hand, removing all their abilities. We've also got Shang-Chi, and Shang-Chi has been a superstar in this deck for us, especially with lots of the decks we've been versing and the locations. There's lots you can do with Shang-Chi. I think he works great into Clintar as well, being the featured location as well. So Shang-Chi is just a really solid card, a control card in this deck. We've also got White Queen in there, and White Queen is awesome in this deck because it provides key information about the final turns of the game for your opponent, or at least the cards they've got in hand. I really like White Queen as a card in general, but in this deck she does especially well. We then got the superstar of the deck, which is Leech, and Leech has not seen much gameplay at all up until this point in the meta, and now he's just absolutely taken over. Just the way that he can negatively affect key decks in the meta at the moment, like the Silver Surfer decks, on-reveal decks, lots of different things. He just does so well, and it's not really a fun meta to be in at all. I'm not really enjoying this at all, but in saying that, Leech is kind of a crazy card, and he's like a necessary evil for us at the moment. We've also got Aero, and Aero, crazy disruptive card. You can pull your opponent's cards to a location you potentially want to try and win or lose. There's lots of different plays you can make with Aero. Super strong in this deck as well. Rounding out the top end of the deck, and I know it's a point of frustration for a lot of people, but Leader comes in. If you can get ahead, which this deck does really well because of the early game cards we have, Leader's a great way to round out your final turns. You just have to constantly manage board space. People say that Leader's a mindless card, and I can kind of see the point that they're making. But in saying that, you still need to actually play sensibly. You need to manage your board space. You need to think out the final turns of the game. You can't just slam them on the board and win the game. You have to be thinking about board space in particular, making sure you're able to optimize those final turns in the game. The last card we have in the deck is Magneto, and Magneto works great as a disruptive card. Huge power push on the board, but just something that can also have that kind of aero effect where you're potentially moving some cards around, disrupting what your opponent's doing. Can be really, really some crazy turns with Magneto for sure, but he also brings 12 power to the board, which is a massive push on the final turn of the game. So this is Dera's version, and Dera's version has Magneto in it, and this is the deck that we finished off our Infinite Climb with on our most recent stream, but Dekkster's version actually runs Doctor Doom, and I think that's a really interesting point of difference as well, because sometimes you have those locations where you can't get into easily, and it's just frustrating, and Doctor Doom can do really well in that instance. So I think there's merits for both. I think maybe Magneto did feel a little bit stronger towards the end, but Doctor Doom is a great option if you're looking to change that out. All right, so I'm not even sure what to call this deck, but we're just going to call it the Dera Leech deck, and man, is it really frustrating to play against. Look, I can say with all honesty, I didn't really enjoy playing this deck. We did finish our climb with it. We did go from about rank 87 or 86 all the way to infinite with it, so it does do very, very well, but I'm a little bit ashamed of it. It made me feel a little bit dirty playing this deck. I really do hope they change some cards and change up the meta a bit, because this just really isn't a lot of fun for a lot of people, because it's pretty much just countering everything that's out there at the moment. I do hope some changes come in, but this is the deck that we ran to infinite with. It worked very well for us. I think Dera's a genius for putting this together, and I think it's here for a little while, so make use of it if you're looking to climb. It can be something that can do really well for you. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump in and look at some of the highlight games from our Infinite Climb, which was our most recent stream. If you want to check out that entire stream, it was about 3.5 hours or so, but we went all the way to Infinite there. Feel free to check that out. That's up on the channel as well. Otherwise, check out the highlights in this game, and stay tuned. You'll just check the video. My deck is so similar to that. Look, you must be onto something then. But I can't imagine that's a good deck. I can't, in comparison to this deck, I can't imagine that's a good deck, right? Surely not. We run Shang-Chi, so do we want to... I think we just do this. I think we want to protect things. I don't have Leech, so I'm just going to Thor here. Shuri's Lab's always like a weird one. It's always like... So many people storm it though. Okay, that seems like a waste. That doesn't seem like the play, does it? I mean, maybe it does. Just hope he doesn't have a Shang-Chi here. I assume this is going to be a Silver Surfer deck, right? So we need Leech here. Come on, Leech off the top. Dang it. This is like Wolfsbane or something? Plays that. Or just Sarah, I guess. Sarah. Doom. Ooh. Okay, so if I arrow here, we win, right? I have priority. So he dooms? Is that what we're saying? We're saying that he dooms? Surely, right? He dooms? Dr. Doom. Pew. We knew it. Like a book. See, Stazari, this card shouldn't be in the game. Get it out of here. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? Oh, this is Stazari? Yeah. Oh no. Bast. At least you can't play Mr. Negative. Okay, so... So It's making him draw cards a bad thing. Let's do this. Nice try, Stazari. Nice try. Alright, so this one. Surely, right? Oh, he could easily get this. Wow. I got no way to get over here. This is our play, I guess. Dude, what the heck? Where did M'Baku come from? Bro, that scared the crap out of me. Dude, imagine if we lost to M'Baku. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Bar Sinister. I've been seeing a lot of district decks. Yeah. And the Raft. I've been seeing lots of the Raft actually. That's actually super timely. I've actually got it more than the featured location. Wow, that's crazy. That's a bit crazy. Alright. Do you want to go after the Raft here? Because we could Shang-Chi this at some point. Do we even need to go after the Raft? With Leader? Let's do this. Wow, he's not going after the Raft. Very interesting. Okay, so question is, do you want to get the Raft now? Because we can. I think let's do it. Let's see what we get from the Raft. Odin? Interesting. Okay, so he can definitely still win that if we don't... No Leech here, hey? Is he like wave or something done here? You can like Doom Odin next turn. We also have 3 drops here, so we could actually just leader. Yeah, and leadering next turn is pretty dope actually. Iron Man. Man, maybe this isn't a. I'm gonna snap this, and I'm gonna leader Odin. Does this? What the heck does this do? Is this too much? Board space? Stuff it. I'm scared of him using Silver Surfer, right? I'm scared of that, but let's just go. Oh, and then we're gonna get Odin going off again. Mental. Look at this play line. Look at this. Cosmo, I don't know. Could have been. So I guess this is just Silver Surfer. This is Ironheart Silver Surfer, right? Not too many in the middle. Oh, wait, or the right. Oh, we're good. Woo! That was a big final turn by him. With the leader Odin. Worked out perfectly. So Sunspot is the only split card. I don't see the other ones in this deck. I was curious if you could check. I think Sunspot is my most... Oh, I think Bucky. But I still don't have a black and white split on Bucky. Yeah. I've got a few that are like 5. About 5, Jacob. Did I catch a game this morning? I caught the last 45 minutes. Yeah, I caught the second half-ish. Man. I mean, are you going to be catching the early morning game, Dimitri? I kind of want to just snap and just go a little bit wild here. Go a little bit wild. If he plays more into here, we can Shang-Chi this. This is a very awkward turn now. Kind of want him to play here. Hope Morocco get the W. The dub. I don't know, man. I feel like Morocco didn't look great in the last one. So I don't know. Man, this is awkward. A value Shang-Chi, I guess. Wait. Why is this buff? Oh, Koye. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. This is so unfortunate. To me. Professor X is cheeky. The Professor X is cheeky. Okay, so what's he got middle? Surely he doesn't beat this, right? And I leave space for whatever he's doing middle. She's gonna be awkward because he's gonna buff Angela. Far out, this is actually awkward. Alright, I think we plus... Well, it's going to be a draw. Oh no, because we got the buffed cards. That's crazy that it works that way. That's crazy that it works that way. Great with Bishop and great in like Sarah Miracle decks as well. Well, also you can... well, yeah, Sarah Miracle is where I've mainly been using old Bishop. We can Shang-Chi that early. Okay, that's kind of... I'm going to do this. I think we do this. There we go, back as Thane. Welcome back, Thane. Okay. So, I think I just take this now. I'm not too sure what he's going to be doing with Wong over there. He's playing with his own Wong and Ironheart. Okay, interesting. Okay, so... Is he going to have a big final turn? If so, we want to slam something here. If not, we want to pull it away. Man, I feel like I want to pull it here. Yes, good call, Sam. Good call, Sam. Oh! That's too good. That's too good, man. Sorry, I had to snap him off that. Yo, good luck, good luck. Appreciate that, Iron Spider. Thor, you can replace with pretty much any other 3-cost card, I think, that has a high power. So, yes, definitely. John PXP, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. And then Magneto and Doom are a little bit I mean, you can potentially swap them out for some other top end stuff. It will play a little bit differently because Magneto's there for disruption, Doom's there for a bit of flexibility with the locations. So just something to think about, but you potentially could. I'd say the main key cards in the deck are Leader, Leech, and Arrow. And Maximus is pretty good too. Thor versus Thor. Okay, so do we do these two, or do we take a look at his hand? I'm kind of like inclined to do this. I don't know why though. Do this. We had 7 power instead of 6 across 2 locations. End up here and here. This is also like pretty decent. This gives us a bit of information. Maybe keeping these is a bit better for flexibility. Oh, so we lost our Leech, so he could be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, this is Black Panther. Oh, he can't do his Zola then because of our armor. So that's cool. Do we go down this route? He could have a big Thor though. Neat to vibe. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good one. I have a feeling he's gonna drop his Mjolnir here, which means I should do this. Maybe we can pull his Wong next turn. I'm gonna. What is this, Mjolnir?
Mjolnir, to me. Wakanda forever.
Or unless he doesn't know. So, I don't think he knows. Does he not know? This guy might not know that you can't Zola. I mean, what happens here? We pull this, he Zolas, yeah. So, I think he's... We're going to pull these two, actually. Do we lose to that? Thor goes to 10. No, I think we win by 1. If he... it's rude to pull people's Wongs. White Tiger, you reckon? Alright, we're going to pull his Wong anyway. I think he's actually playing Arnim Zola here. I don't think he knows. Yeah, he played the Arnim Zola. It doesn't work. No, we couldn't Shang-Chi because of the armor. But yeah, he doesn't know that the Zola doesn't kill, because Zola has to kill the minion. Zola has to kill, not the minion, the card to duplicate it. If it doesn't kill it, it doesn't duplicate. Interesting turn 1 play there. Well, we're not going to die if he plays something else here. Not that we're not going to die. We're not going to lose. Okay, so can we get Leech? No Leech. Because no Leech. Sorry, coughed into the mic. Oh, is this just a skipper? Is he an Infinite skipper? We got to see what his hand has. No, it's not an Infinite skipper. He's got an Odin. Interesting. This could be bad. Oh, okay, I guess not. He's always lucky. His opponent snapped. Okay, hold on. What are we doing here? I think we Maximus here. We do this. We're lining up a leader, right? We play here to protect our lizard, just in case we need it. Oh. Okay. Oh, we did it, boys. We did it. Great deck, by the way. Just tried it now and already 14 cubes up. Hey, very nice. Very nice. How to reach infinity faster. Just win, forehead. Exactly. Exactly. She-Hulk infinite skipper. It could have been. Could have been. Alright, that was it. Good 8 cuber to finish it off, hey? Alright, that's it for this deck. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed some of those highlights. It definitely was a very consistent deck, which allowed us to like incrementally climb. It wasn't often huge 8 cube wins all the time, but it was more just like a cube or two here and there, just winning out those games very consistently. Alright, also now that we're infinite, we're going to be playing lots of different types of deck, so stay tuned in the coming days for lots of different new decks and different theory crafting and things. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. All right, let me know in the comments what you think about this deck, how you like it, if you like the meta that we're currently in, if you don't like it. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. It would also be great to have you subscribe to the channel, so click the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you on board. All right, that wraps us up for this one, and until the next one, I'll see you then.